If it wasn't for those pliers, I don't know if this fish would.
All right, here we go. Hello and welcome to another episode of Badass Outdoors. In this final part of my Florida fishing trip, you get to see the highlights of the trip. The best and biggest bass that we caught, more peacock bass, a picture of my barracuda, and some good shenanigans with friends. If you missed part 1 and part 2, in part 1 we brought in a 300-pound bull shark, in part 2 a 400-pound swordfish, so go and check those out, and I hope that you love all of those videos and this final video of my Florida fishing experience. And if you enjoy these videos, please give this video a like and please subscribe to the channel so you can see when I have more videos coming out. So without further ado, here is the next piece of my Florida fishing trip, and it starts at the very beginning actually, when my friend Ben Powers, Captain Ben Powers, takes me out on a morning excursion bass fishing around our hotel in Orlando. No alligators there. This is good.
Well, here we go.
Time to go. That is an alligator. It's a gator. Right there. See that dark spot? It's a gator. Ah. Ben's getting me all hooked up here. We're having a little bit of success. I love it. All right, here we go. Bye, buddy. Check this out. It's like puking these little bait fish. Whoa. Fishing with Ben was such a great time, and thanks again, Ben, for taking me out and showing me some fishing around the Florida area. A simple pack of worms and a drop shot setup, and we had lots of success. But moving on to the next part of the trip, back to peacock fishing. Now, one piece of peacock fishing that was really fun to see was Captain Michael Grant getting the live bait that we used to go out and catch peacocks. One of the ways he got the live bait was by throwing this net, and I don't know a lot about throwing a net for fish. It's not something that I do up in the Pacific Northwest where I fish and guide, but I do know that a perfectly thrown net looks like a graceful pancake just falling on top of the water. Once we gathered all of the live bait, it was time to go and catch some fish.
I'm back.
Yeah, you betcha, eh?
Yeah, eh? All right, here we go.
Him to the net.
Coming up. Oh my God. Yeah!
Your fish, sir. Your fish, sir.
Oh, thank you. Oh, hello.
Yeah, I think you have the hook pretty close to you there too.
Thank you.
Pull him up for the camera. That's a big fish.
Pull him up.
You're on video.
In the net. Yes. Oh, yeah, you are a monster. It's amazing how those pliers have a naturally integrated monofilament line cutter.
If it wasn't for those pliers, I don't know if this fish would have been landed.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Oh, look at that guy. Yeah.
Love that attitude. Nice.
Look at that.
What you doing up there?
Jeffrey's turning around on the bow. Wow, dang. I haven't seen color yet. Oh, there it is.
Whoa!
No way. What is that monster?
Oh my God. Oh my God.
There you go. Oh, girl.
That was supposed to be a clownfish, Jeffrey, not a 10-pound bass.
I have ever seen in my life. Give me this thing. Oh my God.
Oh my
Oh, that is fantastic.
Look at that thing. What?
Wow. I thought that was a clown knife. That's a big
The
fish.
excitement from Colo's bass is something that will never leave me. We became this cohesive unit in that moment. We went from a handful of anglers that jumped on a boat to all being so excited and wanting to help and be a part of bringing this fish in and celebrating all together. And once that piece of the trip was finished up, then it was time to go out a little bit further south out of West Palm Beach with our good friend Seth Funt and look at some fish and try to catch some fish. I feel like the next part of this video should be called, "Look at that fish. Look at that fish." One morning, Seth, Ben, and I went down to the dock.
See all the fish, that big black mark down there?
Yeah?
That's all snook.
Those are all snook?
Yep. Every summer, man, this place
Just stacks with them.
oh yeah.
There are no words, just looks. And when we got down to the docks, there were all of these fish moving around in the tide switch. We saw Jack Crevalle, we saw eagle rays, and we saw tons of snook just stacked up like little logs of firewood, all stacked up next to each other. And how could you not sit there and watch all of these wonderful fish swimming around together? Something really fun that I didn't get to film was we actually grabbed some masks and hopped in the water and just floated out with the tide. I got to see all of these fish from underwater and even got to see some barracuda, which was a little nerve-wracking, but still was really, really fun. Then it was time to head out for some more fishing. This is the ride out.
Once you're home,
Out of the, I don't know, I'm so tired. We're just running out to the ocean so we can go catch some more fish. So check it out. What are we catching today, Seth?
today we're gonna try snook and tarpon. Snook and tarpon on the menu today.
How far out are we going for that?
It's kind of a coastal thing, so we're gonna be near the inlet for the most part.
In the inlet?
Maybe down the beaches. But it's the tide we're catching. Falling tide.
Falling tide.
Falling tide.
We are all super bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, as you can see.
It's gonna be going out, right? Rig it up. We're getting put to work while everybody has their morning coffee.
I didn't even have coffee yet.
These are baits for tarpons, right? Or
Tarpon
snook?
and snook, yep.
Tarpon and
Tell us a little bit about what you're doing here.
We got a little sabiki set up, little chunks of squid, dropping it down. Seth lets us know when, and then we just wait for the little dangle. Little
Yep.
jingle, jingle.
Jingle, jingle.
And here we go.
We're using the hummingbird here to see if we're marking bait. As soon as we start marking on the hummingbird, Ashley and the crew drops down and gets on them.
Captain Seth let me take the wheel for a while he rigged up. I couldn't help but do a little bit of reflecting and frankly, more coffee drinking. This experience in Florida changed me as an angler. Up until this trip, I thought that there was nothing that could possibly rival the Pacific Northwest. I mean, what could possibly be better than salmon and steelhead, fishing in the deep rainforest? But fishing with Patrick, Colo, Marty, Andrew, Seth, Ben, and Michael in this sunny, warm, blue water foreign fishing world elevated what I think of fishing. Before, I only wanted to disappear from humans and any shred of development to reconnect with homelands and the forest. I still love that, but now I just want to see my friends. I want us to navigate fish lost.
Oh, nuts!
Did it break? Oh!
And fish found together.
Coming up! Yeah!
It's in those moments you realize that you're not merely seeking a fish, but you're seeking these encounters which make life full. Bringing the fish over the side of the boat is important, but so is the impromptu rap session on the drive to share dinner that you just caught.
I gotta go cause I got me a drop top, and if I hit the switch, I can make the ad.
All in all, Florida has not seen the last of this Washington woman. Thank you so much for checking out this video on Florida fishing. Please like, subscribe to my channel, and turn on the notifications so you can see when I post new videos. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.